What is up, you guys? My name is Marcellus, and today I'm going to bring you my thoughts on the manga Hajime no Ippo. Now, Hajime no Ippo is still ongoing with over 1,000 chapters, and the first thing that came to my mind when I heard that it was over 1,000 chapters is, why the hell is it so long? And I know you guys are probably sick of me talking about Hajime no Ippo on the channel, but I just have to let you know about this greatness. So, I read 1,083 chapters of Hajime no Ippo from the very beginning to the last chapter that was updated, and that's 1,083. And I didn't have to do that because I already watched the 3 seasons of the anime Hajime no Ippo, New Challenger, and Rising. So I watched those 3 seasons. I didn't have to, read from zero, but I chose to because people told me, you'd get a better experience and the anime left out certain things. And the anime leaves out a lot. So let's talk about Hajime no Ippo. I'm not going to give you any spoilers or any fights, but I do want to tell you that if you're a fan of any season of the anime, if you like the first season and you didn't like the second or third season, or vice versa, or some other way, you're gonna love the manga. The manga sticks to its roots. Like, it doesn't change much through all these chapters. And it takes a lot for a manga, of all things, to hold my attention. Animes can catch my attention even if they don't have a good story or good characters, just because, it's appealing to the eye. But manga, it's hard to get my attention with just great artwork. And Hajime no Ippo isn't any artwork that's amazing or, mind-blowing. So the thing that kept me interested was the story of Makunouchi Ippo and the cast of the Kamigawa Gym and the supporting cast like Miyata, Woli, other people like Sendo, Mashiba. All those great characters kept me intrigued through 1,000 chapters. So, let's get into the characters. Let's talk about Hajime no Ippo's characters. Now, Hajime no Ippo's characters are so intriguing to me. Not just the main characters. And the main characters, in my opinion, are mostly the Kamigawa Gym. Ippo, Itagaki, Aoki, Kimura, Coach himself, Yagi, the Spanish dude that trains Itagaki, Aoki, Kimura, and then of course there's Takamura. So those are the main characters to me. But the supporting cast is so amazing that every time they get, time on panels or screen time, it just makes me happy. People like Mashiba, Miyata, Sendo, of course, Sawamura after the Sawamura and Mashiba fight. No, Sawamura after the Ippo fight. And sometimes you see certain characteristics from characters that you've been introduced to, like core characters, pass over into like other characters. And actually, take that back. I'm saying Miyata is a main character now. You have Imai, I think that's his name, Itagaki's rival. You have him have certain traits that resemble Ippo's. With him going in, headstrong, powerful punches, eventually doing something that Ippo does. It's just, you see certain characteristics pass over into characters that are introduced new. And I have no problem with that. I can see where somebody would have a problem with that. But in my opinion, it's just the past generation, passing off. It's like what happened in Naruto, where Kishimoto was so worried. And don't worry, I'm not comparing Hajime no Ippo to Naruto. But Kishimoto was so worried about the new generation passing up the old generation that he compared, Naruto to the fourth a lot. So I see that happening with the new generation of boxers comparing themselves and trying to be better than the Makunouchi generation. And that's what it's called, because Makunouchi goes on to be one of the best fighters, you know, in Japan, and he becomes world ranked. Now, what I don't like about the characters is that they don't seem to age much. You know, it's a manga. I'm not expecting them to age real life, but at one point in time, I look up and I realize that Ippo has been boxing for 6 years. I had no way of knowing that Ippo was boxing for 6 years. You know, except like if you take a time, like I marathoned Hajime no Ippo. So unless you take the time to sit back and say, this many matches happen in a year, so this many years have gone by. I didn't do that. So when Coach, I believe, asked Ippo how long he had been boxing with the Kamigawa gym, and Ippo's response was 6 years, I was astounded. Another thing that I kind of am shaky with is that, you know what? That's it. That's it. Ippo's characters, besides aging, are all amazing. They're all entertaining. You have a lot of diverse type characters. There's people that are introduced in the series that box for money. There's people that are hacks, Wooly. There are people that refuse to step down and are inspired by the things they see. Ippo and Makunouchi when they see Vorg fight on the world stage. And people that are inspired by Makunouchi just are everywhere. You know, you have Sawamura that was inspired. I really like Sawamura's turnaround. I'm going to keep mentioning him because he becomes one of my favorite, you know, stories in the manga. Vorg, you have Vorg going on to box on the world stage, and it's all because of what Ippo and Japan offered him. And he even says that, and I like that. You know, Ippo makes you want to get up and work hard. Ippo makes you just want to get boxing. It just makes you want to do something that is productive. And no matter what you do, as long as it's not evil or, you know, fucking going out to be a serial killer, it makes you want to be the best at what you do. What I say now, and I say this as a joke, but it's kind of funny to me because it makes me work harder. What would Makunouchi do? What would Jesus do? What would Makunouchi do? You know, when you're getting ready to give up, what would Makunouchi do? Just that simple. So the characters, in my opinion, are amazing. Now, since it is a boxing manga, I'm going to have to talk about the action and the fights in Hajime no Ippo. Dude, Hajime no Ippo has kept me on the edge of my seat for, what, 2 weeks? It took me 2 weeks to read 1,083 chapters. And even though in certain matches I knew what was going to happen in the early chapters, it still kept me at the edge of my seat. Not to mention, when I got past where Rising left off and I had to just experience for the first time, certain matches just made me like hyperventilate. It almost gave me an asthma attack. And Hajime no Ippo draws you in so much that when somebody loses or wins, you feel like you're there. You're his second. You just won with him. So, the fights. Let's talk about some of my favorite fights. And I'm not going to spoil anything for you. These are not in chronological order. I'm just going to name them off. Wooly versus Ippo. Dude, anybody that likes any season of Hajime no Ippo should see that. And it really makes me wonder about Wooly. I really like the last fight I witnessed, which was Alfredo versus Ippo. I love Randy Boy Jr. versus Miyata, just because so much goes into that match. Like, I'm going to stray away for a second, but everything that you had seen up to the end of Rising, it made you believe that, you know, something's going to happen. Ippo and Miyata are going to fight. And even in the manga, when it was announced that Ippo and Miyata were going to fight, you know, dude, I got pumped up. I got ready to just keep reading until I seen the fight. But what happens with Randy Boy Jr. and the situation with Miyata just captures me. the reasoning behind what Miyata did is just amazing, and the fight because of that was outstanding. What else fight can I think of? The fucking, I can't really think of any other fights that I liked after Rising. You know, because I love the Brian Hawk versus Takamura. I love the David Eagle versus Takamura. I loved the Vorg versus Mike, whatever his last name was, when Vorg fought on the world stage. And this is spoilers right here. When Vorg fought on the world stage and the referee helped the opponent up, like after Vorg was getting his ass beat and the one good shot Vorg got in, the referee helped him up and was scamming. Oh man. Yo, my computer almost caught a fucking Dempsey roll, man, because that made me pissed off. Good thing Vorg won that match. But what I'm trying to get at is that Hajime no Ippo has some amazing, breathtaking matches. The illustrations aren't mind blowing, berserk, slam dunk type vagabond shit. It's not that, but it still captures you, especially when the fights are going on. It really captures you, and the techniques in the manga, I believe, can really teach you certain things about boxing. It incorporates great facts. They mention certain pop culture things, such as the Ali Shuffle that Muhammad Ali did. I believe Itagaki starts doing the moonwalk at some point in a fight. Itagaki has some amazing fights too. He's a cocky asshole. He's chicken shit, but he has good fights. What else? The techniques, the Dempsey roll, that everything in this manga is just perfect. It leaves me at a loss for words. But it really can teach you things about boxing. It can teach you how to throw jabs. You know, it can teach you how to throw certain punches, how to throw punches, how to train your body. It's really a dangerous manga if you're a boxer or you want to get into boxing. It can really push you forward. It can really make someone want to become a boxer and put their lives on the line. So, thank you guys for watching. I will see you later. Comment down below what you think of Hajime no Ippo, the manga. If you haven't read it, go read it.